A to Z Interactive, the team behind Survive the Nights, has just released their May update, with a whole host of weapon improvements, a brand new weapon, and loads of UI improvements. This one is pretty damn big. I quite like the look of this one, especially the new weapon models and the new Mark IV submachine gun. If you are a fan of Survive the Nights and survival games in general, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like in the video, and stick around for much more survival content. We upload daily, and I'd appreciate your support. Doing those beautiful things really helps push the video into YouTube's algorithm and helps get the channel noticed a little bit more. Now, let's have a little bit of a look at what the team have to say with the May update. In the background, you'll see some gameplay, checking out all of the new weapons. Hope you're all well. We're moving on to our latest build with the default branch today. We've been cracking along with quality of life improvements and putting polish on current features over the last few weeks. We'll be separating our QOL updates out with a few big ones coming in the next couple of months. But this update puts some polish on our inventory system, introduces new weapon features and a brand new weapon. Now, they have said that they're also doing a few things to the servers, which pretty damn cool. I like this, especially with a whole host of new weapons, loads of new updates. They're going to be seeing some new players jumping in, and it would be nice to get those new players off to a great start on a fresh server which isn't already occupied, and I think that's a brilliant idea. So they've said that they'll be doing a database wipe on the existing official servers and introducing the new weapons and attachments. Now, they do feel like this is a good time to clean things up, as there's not been a server reset in quite a while, so this will freshen up the world, and once again it's going to help those newer players get in there and actually get things set up and have a bit more of a fighting chance against some of the OG players that have been playing the game for a long time. Now, with this update, they are introducing the MK4. This is a brand new weapon, and the team have said it is a favourite amongst them. It's smaller than the ARG, a little bit faster, and takes 9mm ammo. The Mark IV can be fitted with all of the sights, suppressors, and flashlights. Along with the new attachments, you'll be able to attach extended magazines, a burst fire mechanism, and a fully auto mechanism. The gun is a great deal of fun and a monster when it comes to taking out hordes, which, oh yeah, alright, I can see that. If you do want to check out this right now, then you can jump into the game, head over to the scenarios section and go over to the Nazi zombies, at which point you will find a little bit of a sort of table set up like this one here, where you can head over and pick up all of the new weapons and the new weapon models and play around with them, if that is what you want to do, rather than actually jumping into the main game itself. Now, alongside the Mark IV, obviously we've got the updated weapons, so there are model swaps. So they aren't a massive task, as the team have said, but they are quite a tedious one, and they can be very time consuming. Andre has made some great progress, and they've swapped 4 of the current models: the Rouser, the FRKS, the R6804, and the Lola and Bateman. Along with these model swaps, they've made improvements to the animations and animation timings, speeding things like reloads up just enough to make general gameplay feel more fluid. They've also introduced new audio sets for quite a few weapons, and they do sound very, very cool. The new audio, as you can hear some of the bits in the background, they sound absolutely awesome, so much better than the old school. I would love to see some changes like in and out of areas, depending on what's around you, but obviously later date, we're still in early access. But the updated weapons, just even without the sounds, they just look so much better. They look crisper, they look a lot meaner, and they just look like they're going to be a hell of a lot more fun to play around with. Absolutely love the FRKS shotgun, especially spamming rounds downrange with that thing. It's going to be a hell of a mess, but it looks cool. I do like the look of them. And then with those updated weapons and the new weapon, we've also got firing mechanisms. So now what you'll be able to do is add full automatic firing mechanisms. Those are things that you'll be able to find, and they run like attachments, which I think is a bit weird. I don't know why they've done that. Maybe it's easier to do that than it is to redesign the whole gun. I don't know how it works. I'm not a game developer. But yeah, I think so. You can get a full auto mechanism, which will be attachable to the Rouser rig and the ARG-15 and the FRKS. They will be able to accept a fully automatic mechanism. The Rouser and the ARG will also be able to receive burst fire attachments. So, yeah, you can see the modes in the background. They're quite cool. It's going to be quite beefy, especially with the ARG finally having full auto on that thing. That is going to be an absolute ammo drainer. But I do like it. It's quite cool. Very strange how they've done it, but still a cool feature nonetheless. They've also done a lot of inventory improvements. There's been so many inventory improvements over the past sort of year and a bit, and the inventory's starting to shape up pretty nicely and make it a hell of a lot more user-friendly, which is what they've done with this one, especially with the weapon attachments. They've been working on making inventory improvements, and the next build will feature a lot more really nice ones. But the biggest addition right now is the ability to quickly view, add, and remove weapon attachments on the right side of the inventory page. You'll now also be able to equip and close the inventory, allowing for quick access to weapons and weapon changes and attachments, which I like. Being able to get in and out of the inventory very quickly is, I think, something that the game needs. I would love to see hotbar for meds and stuff like that. I think that'll be very cool. Alongside that, they've made some small tweaks to the FPS skin, updating sleeve textures and increasing the resolution and the skin of the hand. So as you can see here, we have the old skin, and then the new skin is just down here. I see a slight difference. I don't really see much of a difference. But either way, any improvement's a good improvement, right? Quite like the idea of, I think a third-person mode would be quite cool. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know if there's a mod out there or something maybe, but yeah, that would be quite cool. But although, you know, when you see your character driving in a car, they look strange, man. They're scary. Playing in multiplayer, you come across some scary ass dudes. They've also increased the feedback on empty clips and rounds, as players sometimes felt it could go too unnoticed, just at the wrong time. So you now notice an ammo icon flashing, letting you know you better reload or run. So as you can see here in the bottom right hand corner, where your ammo actually is, that will flash up quite a bit, which I would love to see an automatic reload. I think once you get down to empty, if you fire, it automatically reloads rather than having to press the reload button manually. I think that would be a really cool idea. And just really smooth things along just a little bit. And then next up, we've got a new red dot shader, which has been added for a more realistic effect on reflex, compact, and APUG sights. It's cool. I don't get why it's coming out of the scope, though. Alright, yeah, fair enough. They've also improved the exit lock UI screen, which could have been a bit of a pain in the arse, but now all you need to do is click somewhere on the screen that isn't the actual lock itself or the locking mechanism, and then that will remove the lock function from your screen, and you'll be able to carry on as normal, which will just speed things up when you want to lock a door and get the hell out of there. And also they've improved melee detections, making things a bit more fluid and more satisfying and fair when you're in melee combat situations. Very cool. I like this update. The May update is a good one. Absolutely love the game, but I think now we do need some more sort of gameplay, something to bring new and old players in, a new POI, something along those lines. There's been a hell of a lot of polish over the past 6 months, and I feel like the game feels fun. It works really nicely at the moment, and it's overall, if you haven't played 7 Days to Die, it is definitely worth the money. It's a great game. There's normally a load of sales on Steam, so make sure you check that out. I've had hours and hours and hours of entertainment out of the game. So have many people in the Discord. We used to come together and play it on streams and stuff like that, but I haven't had time to stream in a while. Hopefully we could get something like that back up and running again at some point, because it is fun, especially when you're playing as a big group, just running around the map, blowing each other up and doing stupid shit. So hopefully we will see some new content, as well as these quality of life fixes and the polish. I think something along the lines of a military base, maybe even big bunkers underground, or a whole underground system that we could go and search, a new zombie, something along those lines, I think would be quite cool. Either way, new content is always a bonus, be that quality of life, small tweaks, or major updates. All good nonetheless. For now, we're going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you have, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more survival content. We've got plenty more to come. We're currently checking out Void Train, and there's loads of other stuff to come as well this week. So very, very exciting. Very busy. Stick around, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, do all of those beautiful things that help us push us into the YouTube algorithm and to get the channel noticed a little bit more. I've been Wired. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.